All right, Martin Bryan here for my guitar channel. And we have an interesting unboxing today. I'm going to start from behind the camera and go through what we are up to today. So, today we are going to be opening the Zoom PodTrak 8 multi-track podcast recorder. So, for you guitar players, it's basically like an 8-track digital recorder that records on board to a flash. But it's more than that. So for old guys like me, I'll try to come in front of the camera here now. For old guys like me, think back to radio days where you'd be listening to, Eat My Shorts Radio Network. Well, you've got a caller on line 1. So this has the ability to take old school analog calls as well as 8 microphones in person. Now you're like, hey, why would you want to do that? Well, think back to those days too where they had a sound bank and they could say, okay, this is ad 1, this is ad 2, and they would record what were called bumpers, which would be, what you would play going into a commercial and going out of a commercial. So this also has that ability, but through either a hardware add-on, which I did not select, or software from Riverside, it allows you to bring in video streams from your common streaming platforms like Zoom, WebEx, etc. So for your more modern Gen Z people, think you're watching the news and they bring someone on and that says live with WebEx or Microsoft Teams. Using Riverside, that's where this box comes in to play. Now, the other thing, even if this hardware turns out to be crap, which I don't think it's going to be, everything I've purchased, like this camera, the camera I had before it, this Pocket 4-track I just got from Zoom has been great. Even going back a decade before that, I had a Zoom effects pedal that was pretty good. So this Riverside application, I downloaded it yesterday while I was waiting for the hardware, and it blew me away what you can do in terms of an editing and a content management perspective. You can still edit your stuff on your computer, which I plan to do, but once you upload it to their site, there's all these AI agents running in the background that will give you transcripts, will organize your content for you, will actually pick chapters out of the content you've created. I uploaded an interview I did 2 years ago in person with some folks, and it went through and it's like, okay, this is him talking about learning to play fretless bass for his new album instead of hiring a bass player. Okay, this is talking about hiring a drummer. And Riverside was smart enough to be able to pull that content out without me having to manually edit and say, okay, I want to make a 50-second short for YouTube or a 3-minute short for YouTube. I need to find some stuff out of old content that will be good for that purpose. Riverside can do that for you. So even if this is garbage, and I know it's not going to be, just learning about Riverside and what it can do. I mean, I had seen their ads and never really kind of understood the power of the application. You can get a 1-month subscription to that. Buying this gives me 4 months, so Riverside was really cool and said, look, we'll sync those up for you, and we won't turn on your 4-month trial until your 1-month free trial is in place. Okay, when you unbox anything, I won't show you this because it's got my address on it, but I won't show you all of it. Always, always, always save the packing material. I'm going to put that with the email that I got from B&H Photo, which is where I purchased this from. I also purchased a 256 gig SD card, and here it is. We'll show you from the picture from the box. Okay, so again, you can record up to 8 mics, and you're going to be like, Martin, you're a guitar player. What the hell are you doing? I have at least one device already that will allow me to convert this kind of XLR input for a mic to guitar. And then I also have an old 4-channel mixer I could put in front of this too. So I have a way of being able to get both a voice mic, which, of course I do have standard XLR voice mic, and then also a couple guitars in here. Here's the, I guess it's 9 banks for what would be called a soundboard in the old days. You know, we'll be right back. Now with the weather. Eat my shorts, radio caller on line 1. Here's the input to be able to take an old analog call. And then this also is where you would snap in the device if you were going to do it Bluetooth. But again, I've got Riverside, and I'm really interested to see how this multiplexes and connects up to the Riverside application on the cloud. Okay, so let's actually look at the hardware. All right, let's do this first. Oh, and then the other thing that this can do also is act just like my Zoom Pocket 4-track as an interface on your computer too. So what I might wind up doing is leaving this set up in the living room, which is bigger. I also have a computer attached to that TV, and this could be the interface for that computer. And usually when I have friends come over to jam, we're not here in the bedroom. You know, I've had as many as 2 or 3 people over before, and we're in the living room. So, okay, so I don't want to lose any of this good stuff. So we have the manual. Which I probably will need. Warranty card. All right, and again, I will keep that with the email from the company in case I have problems, which I'm sure hoping I won't. I'll keep all of that stuff together, and I'll throw a clip on that later. And let's take a look at the actual unit. Oh yeah, it's way smaller than I thought it was going to be. I could find room for this in the bedroom studio if I wanted to. I just have to move my Xbox a little bit. But I do think this will wind up. In the living room attached to that computer. All right, so here's the XLR inputs. You know, real physical sliders. It can be powered via USB, battery, or this power adapter. And again, I'm really excited about not only seeing what this can do internally and how it works just by itself as a multi-track recorder that you can then upload to your computer. And here's all the separate headphone connectors. But I'm really also interested in seeing how it connects to the Riverside application and exploring that application in the 4-month trial that comes with this. Because again, you know, I used it to create 1 3-minute short today, and in the first, 9 minutes, it had 900 views. No, first 2 minutes, it had 900 views, which for my little guitar channel, that acceptance rate and that viewership rate is way higher than what I normally get. Okay, this has been Martin Bryan, and this has been the unboxing of the Zoom PodTrak P8, which I purchased from B&H Photo. Thanks.